Well, guys, we have our first setback on this build. This is a shaft repair sleeve, and I've used them before on different transmissions, and they work quite well. This pilot bearing, the old pilot bearing, had chewed up this shaft, so I used some of our bearing set 620, Loctite 620, and drove that one on there. Not a big deal. Here's the new oversized bearing that goes in the flywheel. All so far so good. However, we move up here. That's the bearing that came in the South Bend dual disc flywheel that this engine was balanced with. So that's our first dilemma. This bearing is useless, and I was not able to find anything that would cross these two together. So that leaves us with a couple of choices. Get a different clutch system and throw the balance off so we can just use this bearing, or replace that input shaft. Now this is a ZF6 transmission. I've done a ZF5 and helped on a ZX, one of these ZF6s. It's a bit more complicated, but I do have an answer. We're taking this transmission to a local vendor in Memphis called High Gear Transmissions. They're going to overhaul the entire transmission for $2,000. To me, that seems like a good solution. This transmission has 279,000 miles on it. It's had one clutch in it since original, but we don't know anything else about it. So overhauling it, putting it behind this engine we're building, I think is the right way to go about this. Because as I discussed with the High Gear, when you have a pilot bearing get chewed up the way that one was, it throws it off center, which puts load on the input bearing cone. It's a cone bearing, puts load on it that it's not supposed to have. And it can, depending on how long it's been like this and how much heavy loading it's been through, that bearing could be chewed up pretty good, and eventually, well, put it this way, its life will be shortened. So, and with that, there's the main shaft attaches to that, and you know, things catastrophically happen in a manual transmission when things go. You have one bearing going, it just eats up the entire thing, and you basically have 200 pounds of scrap. So we're going to get this thing overhauled. I'm taking it in Monday. They are closed because of the holidays, Thursday and Friday. But we'll take it in Monday. He said he'll have it back to me by Friday. And I do have to work next weekend, but I still think we can get this engine in next week. And that's the update for the day, or for the time being. Thanks for stopping by, guys.